Trudeau to suggest a potential link between Indian government agents and Niger's killing. Now, since the beginning of the India-Canada standoff, the United States, in fact, has been urging India to cooperate in Canada's investigation into Niger's killing. US officials are cautious about discussing the case, not wanting to alienate India as they seek to balance China's influence in Asia. Meanwhile, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, during a ministerial session titled South Rising in New York, highlighted the persistence of double standards in the world. He pointed out that nations in powerful positions are resisting the pressure to embrace change, and those with historical or institutional influence have even weaponized these capabilities. He further made a point saying that sometimes actions are taken under the guise of serving the market or claiming to uphold freedom. Now, this seems to be a subtle reference to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's government, which has often used freedom of speech as a reason for not taking action on India's repeated requests to halt Khalistani Sikh extremists in Canada who are promoting anti-India campaign. Of course, we're talking about the India-Canada standoff that has, in fact, that has been developing quite fast with each passing day. Remember that it was, in fact, Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, who had alleged India's involvement in the killing of a Khalistani terrorist Niger. And ever since, there have been a lot of developments that have taken place vis-a-vis, in fact, India and Canada relations. There have been a lot of steps that the Indian government has also taken, which also includes, in fact, just not, in fact, stopping the visas for the Canadians, and also, be it the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau requesting the Indian government's help in probing the killing of Khalistani terrorist Niger. Now, here we're talking about, of course, the role of the United States. Now, United States has time and again, ever since the standoff began, United States has time and again came forward and asked India to cooperate with Canada, prompting questions as to what exactly is the reason and why is the US so keen on India's, in fact, response, asking for India's response in connection with the case. The question here is that is the US looking at India as a client state? Well, the short answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, is no. Everything is transactional on the world stage. Expecting morality and friendship, of course, when nations are involved is downright stupid. Now, of course, there is the longer answer, if we have to look at it, is that the US is responsible for running our current system of trade and multilateral institutions, and it likes countries to at least pretend to play by the rules so that everything runs functionally. So it behaves like the global police, even when it is not asked to do that, even if it itself breaks the rules from time to time.
Got to call them External Affairs Minister. Sir, you meet the... Sir. You got to call them External Affairs Minister.
Switching our focus to what's been happening in Agra, now a confrontation between the Radha Swami Satsang Sabha and the Agra administration turned violent on Sunday evening. Many Satsang Sabha members gathered at a disputed land site, leading to chaos with incidents of stone pelting and police using batons. Around 20 people, including police officers, a senior official and Satsang Sabha members were injured. There you can take a look at the visuals, the standoff between the police and the people. It is said that these people, in fact, had been living here for a long time, and the police happened to just visit the, in fact, site and tell them that this is this is a disputed site. In fact, this is not, in fact, This is a disputed land site is what the police told them, and this is what led to chaos. Several incidents of stone pelting were also reported. The police had to resort to lathi charge to control the berserk crowd. Around 20 people, including police officers, a senior official and Satsang Sabha members are said to have been injured in the incident. There you can take a look at the visuals. There are cops in large numbers trying to control the crowd, which seems to have staked claim to the disputed site, and the police just there trying to convince them that this is not the way to go about things, and that there is law to deal with such things. And in fact, it is the Radha Swami Satsang Sabha, which is said to have the members of the Sabha, which is said to have clashed with the police.
देखिए, यहाँ पर राजस्व विभाग के द्वारा एक राजकीय चकमार्ग पर अवैध निर्माण को हटाने के लिए फोर्स की मांग की गई थी और उस क्रम में पुलिस बल यहाँ पर पहुंचा था और तैयारी के साथ कुछ लोगों के द्वारा यहाँ पर पुलिस बल के ऊपर पथराव किया गया और पुलिस विभाग के द्वारा बहुत ही संयम और अनुशासन का नमूना देते हुए भीड़ को काबू किया गया। भीड़ से बातचीत करने की कोशिश की गई और इनको अपने दस्तावेज दिखाने के लिए कुछ समय का वक्त राजस्व विभाग के द्वारा दिया गया है। मौके पर शांति व्यवस्था कायम है।
The dispute revolved around constructions and gates erected by the Satsang Sabha on public land that connected the city with nearby villages along the Yamuna river. Initially, the district administration observed that activities and in fact took the matter to the Allahabad High Court. But on Saturday, the administrative officials accompanied by police demolished the gates and structures. However, the Satsang Sabha rebuilt them. Now here the Agra police has filed an FIR into the case and against of course several individuals, citing various sections of the IPC, although no arrests were made. The Satsang Sabha members, including elderly women, gathered and demanded police vacate the property via announcements over microphones. This is what is said to have led to a standoff, with police calling for more reinforcements and setting up road barriers in Dayal Bagh. That's the area where the standoff took place. The stalemate ended when the police withdrew late in the evening, and the administration in fact asked the Satsang Sabha to provide proper documents within 24 hours to prove their claim to the disputed land. Nevertheless, of course, tensions remained in the Dayal Bagh area. Earlier, 2 cases were filed against the president and the vice presidents of the Radha Swami Satsang Sabha for criminal trespass and damage to public property. These cases arose from claims of blocked passages and encroachments on public land, causing discomfort to the locals. The president and vice presidents of the Sabha were named in the FIRs. In fact, my colleague Abhijit was at the spot. Let's take a listen to what he brings us.
आगरा के दयाल बाग में इस वक्त हम उसी जगह पर मौजूद हैं जहां से विवाद की शुरुआत हुई थी और आप देख सकते हैं कि ये सड़क है और इसके सामने लगा हुआ ये लोहे का गेट है। जब प्रशासन यहां पर अवैध कब्जे को हटाने के लिए आया था उस वक्त भी ये गेट वहां पर लगा हुआ था, लेकिन एक गेट प्रशासन के द्वारा उखाड़कर और उसको जब्त कर लिया गया था, जिसके बाद दोबारा यहाँ पर राधा स्वामी सत्संग ब्यास के वॉलंटियर्स की तरफ से ये गेट यहाँ पर लगा दिया गया है। आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर जंजीर और ताला भी लगा हुआ है। ये बिल्कुल नया ताला है और ये गेट भी बिल्कुल नया है। इसको जो लगाया गया है उसका आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ जो सीमेंट डाली गई है वो सीमेंट भी बिल्कुल ताज़ा है और इसी सड़क को लेकर ये तमाम विवाद यहाँ पर है। सत्संग ब्यास की तरफ से कहना है कि ये जो सड़क है वो उनकी निजी संपत्ति में आती है, यानी कि ट्रस्ट की संपत्ति में है और उनके ऊपर ये निर्भर करता है कि वो इस रास्ते को चालू रखे या यहाँ पर गेट लगाएं। लेकिन प्रशासन का ये कहना है कि ये ज़मीन सरकारी है और इस पर जबरन कब्जे की कोशिश राधा स्वामी सत्संग ब्यास द्वारा की जा रही है। आप देख सकते हैं कि ये जो फेंसिंग है ये फेंसिंग भी यहाँ पर करने की कोशिश की जा रही थी, लेकिन उसको यहाँ पर रोक दिया गया है। ये तार भी आप देख सकते हैं, जो कटीले तार हैं वो बिल्कुल नए हैं। और दूसरी तरफ हम आपको तस्वीर दिखाना चाहेंगे कि जिस भूमि पर विवाद है, यानी ज़मीन के जिस टुकड़े पर विवाद है, वो भी हम आपको दिखाना चाहेंगे कि यहाँ पर एक ये प्लॉट है और प्लॉट के पास ये दीवार खड़ी की गई थी, जिसको भी बुलडोजर चलाकर यहाँ पर डेमोलिश करने का काम किया गया है। यहाँ पर भी आप देख सकते हैं कि फेंसिंग की जा रही थी इन तारों के जरिए और फेंसिंग कर भी दी गई थी, लेकिन प्रशासन ने इसको गिरा दिया है। यहाँ पर अभी स्थिति ये है कि 24 घंटे का एक समझौता कह सकते हैं या फिर समय कह सकते हैं प्रशासन के द्वारा दिया गया था राधा स्वामी सत्संग ब्यास को कि वो ज़रूरी कागजात इस ज़मीन और ये जो सामने सड़क जा रही है उसके लिए वो लेकर आएँ, जिसकी वेरिफिकेशन के बाद अगर ये पुष्टि हो जाती है कि इस ज़मीन पर उनका अधिकार है तो फिर कोई विवाद की स्थिति जो है वो उत्पन्न नहीं होगी। दयालबाग के विवाद का आखिर सच क्या है? प्रशासन की तरफ से कहना है कि सरकारी भूमि पर कब्जा हुआ, लेकिन दूसरे पक्ष का ये कहना है कि ये जमीन आज से नहीं बल्कि 100 साल से लगभग उनके साथ है, ट्रस्ट की जमीन है और इस पर सामाजिक और धार्मिक कार्य होते रहे हैं। स्थानीय लोग हमारे साथ हैं, उनसे बातचीत करेंगे। मैम, सबसे पहले अपना नाम बताइए।
सुरेखा यादव।
सुरेखा जी, आप यहीं की रहने वाली हैं? स्थानीय हैं?
बिल्कुल, मैं यहीं की रहने वाली हूँ, बाई बर्थ मैं यहीं की रहने वाली हूँ और मेरे सामने सारी स्थिति स्पष्ट है कि क्या दयालबाग है और क्या दयालबाग के लोग हैं। ये बहुत शांति प्रिय लोग हैं, ये किसी से लड़ना झगड़ना नहीं चाहते हैं। इनकी प्रॉपर्टी, इनकी खुद की लैंड है, इनकी अपनी प्रॉपर्टी है जो कि सरकारी कागजों में दर्ज भी है, क्योंकि अगर सरकारी लोग यहाँ आए हैं तो अपने रिकॉर्ड्स में देख सकते थे कि ये प्रॉपर्टी किसके तोड़ने से पहले।
लेकिन मैम, बिना रिकॉर्ड देखे तो प्रशासन इस तरीके से पुलिस
नहीं किया। मेरा तो सीधे सीधे आरोप ये है कि प्रशासन भ्रमित है। किसके कारण भ्रमित है? कौन ऐसी लॉबी है, कौन से ऐसे कॉलोनाइजर हैं जो जबरदस्ती यहाँ मल्टी स्टोरी बनाने के लिए, दयालबाग की जमीनों पर कब्जा करने के लिए प्रशासन पर दबाव बना रहे हैं कि आप तोड़िए जिससे हम ले सकें।
लेकिन अगर सत्संग के पास तमाम कागजात हैं तो उन्हें भी 24 घंटे का समय दिया।
सुनने के 24 घंटे का समय नहीं दिया। ये बराबर हम लोग कह रहे हैं कि ये हमारे रिकॉर्ड है, हमारे कागज चेक करिए। हमारे कागजों को फाड़ दिया गया, फाड़ के फेंक दिया कि हमें कुछ नहीं सुनना है, हम सिर्फ तोड़ने आएंगे। सच्चाई ये है, आपको बताएं। और कल जो ये तोड़ के गए हैं, ये 100 साल पुरानी दीवार है। हाँ, ये जो है खेल का मैदान है, ओपन है, सारे बच्चे खेलते हैं इस मैदान पे। सत्संगी, नॉन सत्संगी, कॉलेज के बच्चे, ग्रामीण बच्चे, इनको कह रहे हैं कि ये कब्जा का, आपको कहीं दिखाई पड़ रहा है इसमें कब्जा हो रहा है?
लेकिन मैम, ये फेंसिंग की कोशिश तो यहाँ पे की गई है तो दिखाई दे रहा है। ये जो नए तार जो फेंसिंग है
ये अपनी प्रॉपर्टी में कर रखी है, उनके उधर नहीं कर रखी। वो खेल का मैदान आगे है, वो सड़क से लेके वहां तक पूरा खेल का मैदान है। उस खेल के मैदान में आप देखिए कि कहाँ फेंसिंग हो रही है। उसको जो है कह रहे हैं कि आपने घेर लिया, इंक्रोचमेंट कर लिया है। और आपको मैं बताऊं, इनकी भावनाओं को इतनी तकलीफ दी है। इनकी गुरु महाराज की समाधि थी जो इनसे पहले जो चले गए हैं दुनिया छोड़ के, उन पे एक पेड़ लगा हुआ था समाधि के ऊपर। वहाँ पे जाके इन्होंने अपना बुलडोजर चलाया, उनकी समाधि तोड़ी। क्या देश का कानून ये कहता है कि किसी के धर्म को आप इस तरह से डैमेज करेंगे? बहुत पीड़ा है, बहुत तकलीफ है, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी इन लोगों की तरफ से कोई कार्रवाई नहीं। मैं आपको सारा रिकॉर्ड दिखा सकती हूँ, बता सकती हूँ। जो कल यहाँ रात को आलम था, छोटे छोटे बच्चे 1 साल से लेके 8 साल तक के बच्चों के ऊपर लाठीचार्ज किया, महिलाओं पे लाठीचार्ज किया और पुरुषों पर, बुजुर्गों पे, जो कि 90 साल।
कहना है पहले पुलिस प्रशासन की तरफ से लाठीचार्ज हुआ, उसके बाद रिटेलिएशन में
खड़े हुए। यहाँ तो देखिए खेती होती है, यहाँ खेती होती है और
पुलिस के अधिकारी भी घायल हुए हैं।
एक सेकंड कुछ नहीं, मैं आपको बता रही, ये आपको खेती दिखाई दे रही है, सब दयालबाग की खेती है। यहाँ खेती होती है और सुबह शाम लोग यहाँ पे सेवा के लिए आते हैं और वो बराबर आते हैं, सुबह और शाम दोनों टाइम आते हैं। जैसा मौसम होता है, बारिश होती है तो कभी कभी रात के टाइम 3 बजे भी खेती करनी पड़ती है कि गर्मी में आदमी बारिश में काम नहीं कर सकता है। तो ये अपनी खेती पे हमेशा आते हैं और ये यहाँ मौजूद थे। पुलिस आई और पुलिस ने कार्रवाई शुरू कर दी, इस गेट को तोड़ना शुरू कर दिया।
Switching our focus to Nainital now, Joshimath in Uttarakhand began sinking in January. More than 700 homes developed cracks and several families have been evacuated. However, it is not Joshimath alone. Now reports are indicating that Nainital is also witnessing subsidence phenomenon. Land subsidence occurs when in fact large amounts of groundwater have been withdrawn from certain types of rocks. The reactivation of the main central thrust, a geological fault where the Indian plate has pushed under the Eurasian plate along the Himalayas, is the prime reason behind the sudden subsidence. In fact, just yesterday we saw how in fact a building collapsed, a 2-story building in Chhattisgarh Lodge collapsed like a pack of cards, and it also caused damage to 2 adjacent structures. Now this was reported from Nainital, and in fact now we are seeing that after Joshimath, Nainital also is now sinking. More than a dozen buildings situated on a hill where the risk after the building collapse took place. This prompted, in fact, the authorities to quickly evacuate the people. This was yesterday when a building collapse took place in Nainital. Taking a look at what has been happening in respect with the sexual assault case that the wrestlers had filed against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, the BJP MP. Now here the Delhi police in fact has made a startling statement regarding the case involving the sexual assault of wrestlers. They informed the court that former Wrestling Federation of India chief and BJP MP Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh was aware of his actions and did in fact sexually assault female wrestlers whenever he had the opportunity. There is a shocking statement coming in from the Delhi police where it says that Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh was well aware of what he was doing, of his actions, and he has sexually assaulted female wrestlers whenever he got the opportunity, he grabbed it. The Delhi police argued that there is substantial evidence to support pressing charges against the BJP MP. The Delhi police referred to an alleged incident that took place in Tajikistan to support their argument. According to the police, during an event, Singh called the complainant into a room and forcibly hugged her. When the complainant protested, Singh claimed that he had hugged her as a father would. There you have it, the police now contending that this incident demonstrates his awareness of his actions. In the midst of these developments, Brij Bhushan remains unapologetic, remains in fact defiant. When asked about his election ticket by reporters today, this was his reaction.
आपको टिकट मिल रहा है?
कौन काट रहा है उसका नाम बताओ। काटोगे आप?
नहीं, सोशल मीडिया में काफी काम चल रहा है।
काटोगे आप?
आपका नाम नहीं है उसमें।
काटोगे? काट लेना।
आपको लेकर गुटबाजी है, आपको लेकर गुटबाजी है।
Well, there you have it. The arrogant as usual. Brij Bhushan Singh asking the reporters, "मेरी टिकट कौन काटेगा? तुम काटोगे?" Of course, moving on now, senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi is in Chhattisgarh to launch the Mukhyamantri Gramin Awas Nyay Yojna in Bilaspur district. This scheme is designed to provide financial assistance to homeless individuals and families living in kacha houses in rural areas. Interestingly, Rahul Gandhi, while expressing confidence in his party's performance in the upcoming state elections, stated that the Congress is poised to win Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh and is in a competitive position in Rajasthan. Now, that's what he said yesterday. To quote what he exactly said, right now, we are probably winning Telangana. We're certainly winning Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. We are very close in Rajasthan and we think we will be able to win. That's what BJP is also saying internally. This is what he mentioned in a video that was posted by his party. Reflecting on the lessons learned from the Karnataka election, the former Congress president commented that the BJP often wins by diverting attention and preventing their opponents from shaping the narrative. He explained, and I quote, "What you're seeing today, Mr. Biduri, and then suddenly this Nishikant Dubey, this is all the BJP is trying to distract from the idea of the caste census. They know that it's a fundamental thing the people want and they do not want to have that discussion." Quote unquote. That's what Mr. Rahul Gandhi said, of course, also exuding confidence and saying that his party will certainly win Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh and also is close when it comes to Rajasthan. Several reports have also mentioned what Mr. Gandhi has been saying, that the Congress will in fact win Madhya Pradesh and also Chhattisgarh. But when it comes to Rajasthan, we do know that Rajasthan from the year 1993 has been giving alternate governments every 5 years. And now here also it does look like that this time the BJP is all set to win Rajasthan again after the 5-year rule of Congress. The tumultuous, in fact, relationship that we got to witness between Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot. Will the duo be able to make the Congress come back in the state? That's something that remains to be seen, but the odds looks like are stacked against the Congress party in Rajasthan. However, speaking about Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, it does look like that the party has a good chance to come back to power in these two states. Well, Madhya Pradesh, we do remember what exactly happened in 2018 when, in fact, Congress came to power in Madhya Pradesh, and then Jyotiraditya Scindia, now the Union Civil Aviation Ministers, led a revolt against the then Kamal Nath government and brought down the Kamal Nath government in the state, and then was able to make Shivraj Singh Chauhan grab the power in the state again. Now, in fact, that is something that Rahul Gandhi, the former Congress president and the Congress MP, says that he'll be able to change this time. He says that the BJP, he claims that the BJP leaders internally have also been discussing the same, that this time the Congress party will form the government in Rajasthan, in fact, Chhattisgarh and in Madhya Pradesh. Talking about Madhya Pradesh, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be in pole-bound Madhya Pradesh to address a mega rally of the Bharatiya Janata Party workers. Several schools remain closed as various routes have been regulated by the Bhopal police for Modi's arrival. The Karyakarta Mahakumbh is being organized on the birth anniversary of Janasangh co-founder Deen Dayal Upadhyay to mark the formal culmination of the BJP's Jan Ashirwad Yatras that crisscrossed the length and breadth of the state. Now, reports claimed that the BJP is eyeing a gathering of 10 lakh people at the event to demonstrate the party's strength. There, the BJP, in fact, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is all set to arrive in Madhya Pradesh, and he will be addressing a mega rally of the BJP workers, trying to instill confidence in them just ahead of the elections, even though there are many agencies which have been saying that the BJP may not be able to retain Madhya Pradesh, may not be able to grab power in Madhya Pradesh. But Prime Minister there, as usual, trying his best, trying to instill confidence and trying to tell the people that the game is still on and the BJP has not lost it just yet. There, of course, school children. Now the school, in fact, will remain closed as various routes have been regulated by the Bhopal police for Modi's arrival. It's a holiday for school children. The Karyakarta Mahakumbh is being organized on the birth anniversary of, in fact, Deen Dayal Upadhyay. So there you can see, in fact, the Prime Minister there now expecting, the BJP in fact has been expecting a gathering of 10 lakh people at the event to demonstrate the party's strength and also send a message that BJP is here to stay. Is it though? That's the big question that will be answered later this year. Shifting our focus to Karnataka now, the recently announced alliance between the BJP and the Janata Dal Secular, JDS in Karnataka, has led to dissent within the ranks of both the parties. While at least 2 JDS leaders have resigned over the alliance, several Muslim functionaries of the party have threatened mass exodus from the party. Now, this comes close on the heels of the JDS Kerala unit expressing its opposition to the alliance. A section of JDS leaders in Karnataka from the minority community attended a meeting in Bengaluru chaired by party working president and former minister M.N. Nabi to express their unhappiness with the alliance. All is not well between the JDS-BJP alliance there. In fact, it's not only that the JDS leaders are unhappy, but dissent has been brewing within both the parties for quite some time. The BJP leaders have also said that the JDS wants to come in an alliance with the BJP so that it can regain its lost ground and also will try to cash in on the popularity, on the BJP's popularity. So there, in fact, now the recently announced alliance between the BJP and the JDS seems to have led to a dissent within the ranks of both the parties. 2 JDS leaders, in fact, have already resigned over the alliance. We also have senior BJP leader C.T. Ravi as well as, in fact, some other reactions coming in. Let's take a listen.
आप सोचिए लोकतंत्र में 100% एक्सेप्टेंसी नहीं रहता है, 90% ऐसा एक्सेप्टेंसी है, स्वीकार है। 100% लोकतंत्र में हमेशा स्वीकार नहीं रहता है। कुछ लोग स्वाभाविक रूप में अलायंस के खिलाफ बोलता है, बट 90%, लेकिन 90% जनता स्वीकार किया है। जेडीएस एनडीए में शामिल हुए हैं ना, उसको 90% जनता स्वीकार किया है। ऐसा नहीं है। इस बार 2023 का चुनाव में हमको ओल्ड मैसूर रीजन में 5.5% वोट ज्यादा हमको मिला है। बेंगलुरु में लगभग 6% वोट हमको ज्यादा मिला है। बेंगलुरु में सीट भी ज्यादा मिला, वोट भी ज्यादा मिला। ओल्ड मैसूर रीजन में हमको सीट ज्यादा नहीं मिला, बट वोट ज्यादा मिला। जेडीएस बीजेपी साथ एकजुट होने के बाद मुझे लगता है सीट भी ज्यादा मिलेगा, सीट भी पक्का होगा। पार्लियामेंट में भी बचा है ना, बचा है हुई है सीट में भी हम जीतेगा, एनडीए जीतेगा, पक्का है।
25 to 30 years I am with the party. Our party is standing on certain principles of secularism, and we have always propagated the principles of secularism to the voters, to the general public, and whenever we have been to the voters asking for their votes, we have always told them we stand on the secular principles and we work for all and we consider all the people equally. Now, if my party is joining hands with a party which creates rift between the communities and castes, like what they have done in Gujarat in 2002 and in Manipur and various other places in the country where double engine is working. And even in Karnataka, when double engine Sarkar was there, when the BJP was ruling in the center and the BJP itself was ruling in the state, they created havoc in Karnataka by raising issues such as hijab, azan, halal, jatka, and opposing to the people doing small businesses. Wherever Muslims are doing any business near any mandir or temple, the BJP used to oppose and support the people who oppose them. Hence, I think that's not the way our India should progress.
Yeah, it's a very high time JDS has to come out of the secular world what they have. They have to just have a JD or something else. Or we don't know what will happen, but Kumaraswamy and family can just merge into BJP. That's what can happen also. But one good thing about Karnataka is last time JDS aligned with Congress and BJP swept the elections in Karnataka. So this time the repeat is going to happen since JDS is aligned with BJP. The INDA, India Alliance is going to sweep the Karnataka elections, upcoming Lok Sabha elections. So people of this state have seen how the JDS instability has affected the state of the Karnataka. So because they never wanted to face elections with their own strength, they always wanted to be on a kingmaker side, and they want to win few seats, that too on the old Mysore region, and they don't have a pan Karnataka presence. And now it is a survival. See, unfortunately, it's not a survival for JDS or Janata Dal family. It is a survival for Kumaraswamy and family. I cannot say Deve Gowda and family because Deve Gowda has our ex-Prime Minister has done enough for the Deve Gowda and family. Now it is, since it is in the hands of Kumaraswamy, he just making sure that JDS is not there.
Let's take a look at what's been happening on the international front. Now, over the weekend, the Armenian government reported the arrival of more than 1,000 refugees from the enclave, a direct consequence of Azerbaijan's military operation to assert control over the disputed region, which is predominantly inhabited by the ethnic Armenians. Now, this ongoing conflict has created a significant humanitarian crisis in the area. Various humanitarian organizations and the Armenian government, in fact, has said that dozens of people had been evacuated after Azerbaijan agreed to open the Lachin corridor that links the breakaway territory to the country. According to the Ministry of Health, the Red Cross escorted 23 ambulances carrying seriously and very seriously wounded citizens of Karabakh. Notably, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar also engaged in discussions with the Foreign Minister of Armenia during the 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly held in New York on Sunday. It's worth noting that Armenia and India have maintained diplomatic relations since New Delhi formally recognized the Independent Republic of Armenia on 26th of December 1991. The Prime Minister there has been fearing mass exodus, and the Jaishankar in fact has met his counterpart, the Armenian Foreign Minister, during the 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly, which was held in New York on Sunday. Back home, in the last 3 days, around 400 additional personnel from the BSF and CRPF have been airlifted to Manipur as the state grapples with ethnic violence that has persisted since May this year. Due to the escalating situation, the Manipur government is repurposing the Churachandpur campus of the BSF as a temporary prison. Now, this decision comes as the 2 regular jails in the state are reaching their capacity limits. The process of preparing this temporary jail began on Sunday following the state government's declaration of the BSF's subsidiary training center in Churachandpur as a temporary prison, authorized under the Prisoners Act of 1984. Just a few days back, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh had appealed to the public on the 22nd of September, urging them to return the looted weapons within 15 days. After this period, both central and state forces would initiate an operation to recover these arms. The government armories in Manipur have seen the looting of 5,668 weapons and nearly 6 lakh rounds of ammunition. So far, the police have managed to recover only 1,329 weapons and about 14,000 rounds of ammunition. The government expressed willingness to take a lenient stance on those who voluntarily return the weapons within the 15-day window. Now here, additionally, personnel from central paramilitary forces have been brought to Manipur in an aircraft over the past few days. The need for a temporary prison arises from the imminent overcrowding of the state's 2 existing jails. And of course, with the combing operation set to commence in the next 13 days, these jails won't have the capacity to accommodate more inmates, while individuals charged with heinous crimes might still be housed in these jails. New arrivals could be directed to the BSF campus in Churachandpur. Where in fact Manipur has remained on the edge since the 3rd of May this year, when an ethnic conflict broke out between the Kuki and the Meitei communities. Right there on your screens, protesting women of course have been at the forefront of this protest. We have seen a lot happening in these 3-4 months, where we also saw the resignation drama put up by the Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. And we also, in fact, saw how a shameful incident which in fact shook the entire nation, where women were paraded naked. There has been a lot that the tiny northeastern state of India, Manipur, has been made to go through in these past 3 months. The solution, according to experts, lies in these 2 communities sitting together and deciding that enough is enough. The Indian government is also supposed to tread the path cautiously, given that Manipur is a border state and the Chinese and the Pakistanis are keeping a hawk's eye on anything that happens in this northeastern state in India. Moving on now, the Howrah-Patna Vande Bharat Express train, which was virtually inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, reached Howrah Junction on Sunday. Now, this marks the 4th semi-high speed train in West Bengal among the 9 Vande Bharat Express trains flagged off by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The other 3 Vande Bharat Express trains in West Bengal include Howrah, New Jalpaiguri, Howrah Puri and New Jalpaiguri Guwahati, which were inaugurated on the 30th of December of the previous year. That is the 18th of May 2023 and May 29th, 2023 respectively. As Vande Bharat Express arrived at Howrah Junction, people welcomed it with fervor, enthusiasm, taking pictures and playing traditional dhol beats. We also have a reaction, in fact, in connection with the story coming in. Let's take a listen.
देखिए, पश्चिम बर्दवान और पूर्व बर्दवान के लिए तो एक खुशी का मौका है और सिर्फ इसी के लिए नहीं, बीरभूम जिले के लिए भी और साथ साथ में हमारे विष्णुपुर और बांकुड़ा जिले के लिए भी। किंतु ये शिल्पांचल के साथ साथ बहुत बड़ा कृषि का केंद्र भी है बर्दवान। आपको शायद पता होगा कि बर्दवान को ग्रीनरी ऑफ वेस्ट बंगाल कहा जाता है। धान का उत्पादन सबसे ज्यादा यहाँ होता है और तरह तरह के चावल, जो कि गोविंद भोग, मथुरा के वृंदावन में और वहाँ मंदिरों में जो गोविंद भोग बनता है, वो गोविंद भोग चावल की उत्पत्ति यहीं पर होती है, दामोदर नदी के किनारे। और ये इलाके की जो महानता है वो तो है ही, किंतु इसके साथ साथ बहुत सारे तीर्थस्थलों से जोड़ेगी ये ट्रेन। कलकत्ता से लेकर पश्चिम बंगाल का कोई भी शख्स, जैसे वो पारसनाथ जाना चाहता है तो जैनियों के बहुत बड़े तीर्थस्थल पर जाकर दर्शन कर सकता है। उसके बाद बाबा धाम जाना है तो उसके लिए भी जाकर जसीडीह पहुंचकर कर सकता है। उसके बाद राजगीर पहुंचने के लिए रास्ते में उतरकर राजगीर जाकर महावीर स्थान जा सकता है। उसके बाद गुरु गोविंद सिंह जी के जन्म स्थान पटना साहिब के दर्शन करने के लिए सारे लोग जा सकते हैं। और उसके बाद हमारे पटना से लगते ही फुलवारी शरीफ में भी जो मुस्लिम भाई हैं और जो मज़ारों को मानते हैं, वो अपनी इजारत करने जा सकते हैं।
The second largest Hindu temple is about to open in New Jersey, the United States of America. Swami Narayan Akshardham in New Jersey will be formally inaugurated on the 8th of October and will be open to visitors starting from 18th of October. Now, the inauguration will be conducted under the guidance of its spiritual leader, Mahant Swami Maharaj. This massive temple, the world's second largest, boasts impressive dimensions measuring 255 feet in length, 345 feet in width and 191 feet in height, all spread across a sprawling 183-acre area. Now, the temple has been meticulously designed in accordance with ancient Hindu scriptures, incorporating design elements inspired by India's rich cultural heritage, including intricate carvings on Indian musical instruments and dance forms. In fact, just take a look at the visuals on your screen. That is the new Akshardham temple in New Jersey, which is all set to be formally inaugurated on the 8th of October and will be open to visitors from the 18th of October. The inauguration will be held under the guidance of its spiritual leader, Mahant Swami Maharaj Ji, and in fact, these are in fact the visuals right on your screen. Well, shifting our focus to Rahul Gandhi and Asaduddin Owaisi. Asaduddin Owaisi of the All India Majlis-e-Ittihadul Muslimin (AIMIM) has issued a challenge to Congress leader Rahul Gandhi. Owaisi urged Rahul Gandhi to contest the upcoming 2024 Lok Sabha elections from Hyderabad and not from Wayanad. Now, this is not the first time that AIMIM chief has issued a challenge like this. Remember, he had earlier challenged Rahul Gandhi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah in 2018 ahead of the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. Let's take a listen to what Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi had to say.
कांग्रेस के लोग बहुत आएंगे। अरे मैं तो तुम्हारे लीडर से कहूंगा कि अब की बार वायनाड नहीं हैदराबाद से मुकाबला करो मेरा। आओ, मैं चैलेंज कर रहा हूं, वायनाड क्यों यहाँ हैदराबाद को आओ, दो हाथ हम आजमा लेंगे, पंजा आजमा लेंगे, आ जाओ। कहां वायनाड जाते प्यारे, आओ। बड़ी बड़ी बातें करते हो, बड़ी बातें करते हो। अरे बात क्यों करते, आओ जमीन पर आओ, मुकाबला करेंगे। आओ एक शेरवानी दाढ़ी टोपी वाले से मुकाबला करके देखो, मजा आएगा। जिसने एक मुसलमान एमपी को अनाप शनाप बका पार्लियामेंट में, मेरे सामने भी खड़ा हुआ था, मैंने कहा बैठ जा, मेरी जबान का मुकाबला नहीं कर सकता। तो कांग्रेस के लोग बहुत बातें करेंगे, मैं तैयार हूं, मगर मैं तेलंगाना की आवाम से भी अपील कर रहा हूं कि याद रखो, सरजमीन हैदराबाद पर फसादात कांग्रेस की देन है। सरजमीन हैदराबाद पर मासूमाओं का लुट जाना, पिट जाना कांग्रेस की देन है। हमने बड़ी मुश्किलों से अमन को मजबूत किया है, इस अमन को मजबूत रखिए और यकीनन बहुत से काम करवाना बाकी है, हम काम करवाएंगे इंशाअल्लाह ताला। यही कांग्रेस थी जब बाबरी मस्जिद को शहीद कर दिया गया था, आज सेक्रेटेरिएट की मस्जिद को शहीद कर दिया गया था, मगर मस्जिद तामीर हुई, बाबरी मस्जिद तामीर नहीं हुई। मस्जिद तामीर नहीं हुई। बताओ कांग्रेसियों, नरसिम्हा राव तुम्हारा पप्पा था या नहीं था, बताओ।
In a significant development, members and supporters of the Telugu Desam party have continued their protests against the arrest of the party's national president N. Chandrababu Naidu across various parts of the city. On Sunday, a large contingent of TDP's women's wing members took to the shores near the Kali Mata temple area at RK Beach, and their demonstrations resulted in detentions by the city police. Holding placards bearing the caption, "I am with Chandrababu Naidu," these women protesters voiced their grievances against the government, alleging that Naidu's arrest was unjust. They claimed that their peaceful protest was met with resistance by the police, who denied them permission to assemble. Now, in an act of defiance, one woman even ascended the steps to the NTR statue, raising slogans against the government. Protests gaining momentum against the arrest of Chandrababu Naidu, with many of his supporters alleging that Naidu's arrest was unjust.
One is Port City, one is media.
One woman is even ascended the steps to the NTR statue while raising slogans against the government, claiming that the arrest of N. Chandrababu Naidu is not fair. And in fact, these women protesters have been voicing their grievances against the government over Chandrababu Naidu's arrest. Shifting our focus to something very delightful. Of course, it's the moment we all have been waiting for. The highly anticipated royal wedding that seamlessly blends the worlds of politics and Bollywood is now a reality. AAP leader Raghav Chadha and the beloved actor Pariniti Chopra have officially tied the knot, becoming husband and wife. This beautiful union took place in an intimate ceremony held in the enchanting city of Udaipur this Sunday. The opulent wedding ceremony graced the Leela Palace, where the couple exchanged their vows. With bated breath, fans across the nation are eagerly awaiting the very first glimpse of Raghav and Pariniti as they embark on this new chapter of their lives as a married couple. In fact, it was same Pariniti Chopra who, in an interview a couple of years ago, said that she will never marry a politician. They're now Pariniti Chopra, Raghav Chadha, man and wife. That's the moment that many people were eagerly awaiting. These are the first visuals that you're watching on your screens that have been shared by the couple. Pariniti Chopra looking mesmerizing and choosing the outfit. In fact, they both seem to have very well coordinated the outfits, and of course both looking very happy and looking forward to a blissful marriage. AAP Supremo and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal is said to have been present at the event, and there were many other celebrities who graciously also attended the Pariniti Chopra and Raghav Chadha, the Chopra-Chadha wedding. The Ganesh Chaturthi fervour swept across India, with Mumbai being the epicenter of all the excitement. The city brimmed with vibrant energy as people came together to celebrate this auspicious festival. In an exciting turn of events, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Eknath Shinde, celebrated Ganesh Chaturthi with great fervour, and his celebrations attracted the presence of several Bollywood celebrities. The spotlight shone brightly on Sunday as the superstar duo Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan delighted fans with a heartwarming reunion. Now, this reunion, often linked the iconic Karan Arjun return, brought immense joy to fans who witnessed the Pathan Tiger meta world come alive once again. Their presence was not only a sight to behold, but also a moment that was beautifully captured as they posed together with the Chief Minister for photographs. And that wasn't all. In fact, the star-studded affair continued as several other luminaries from the film industry also visited the Chief Minister's residence to seek darshan of Lord Ganpati. Shifting our focus now, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurated the Bharat Drone Shakti 2023 exhibition at Hindon in Ghaziabad district of Uttar Pradesh. During the event, the minister will formally induct the C-295 transport aircraft into the Indian Air Force in the presence of top military officials, including IAF Chief Air Vice Marshal V.R. Chaudhary, according to the IAF officials. Rajnath Singh there in fact has inaugurated the Bharat Drone Shakti 2023 exhibition at Hindon in Ghaziabad district of Uttar Pradesh, where where the country will get to witness the formal induction of C-295 transport aircraft into the Indian Air Force. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin for now. That's a wrap up on that note. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a great day ahead.
Do you have a very simple SOP?
If you put filth at the mango tree's root, it becomes sweet mango.
Spokesperson like Sania Mirza written about more than the women's cricketer.
Journalist, for some reason, doesn't like an athlete. The narrative is very different.
So why have people been so much enticed to come and take over your businesses?
लड़की सुंदर होती है तो उसके पीछे बहुत लड़के आते हैं.
To us normal people, the doctor is somewhere in between us and the God.
When a patient's mother touches my feet, begging to save her child's life, I don't feel empowered. I feel humiliated.
Is it fair to call you an Indophile?
Very much so.
What about China?
A local problem is a global problem.
Suppose if you had donned the